August reading. If you're new, welcome. Now, we do live sessions on the website on Yilda's reading, so if you are wanting to be part of that, click the like bell, and then if you've got questions or you want, you're stuck in an area and you need it answered and I'm on live, if I've got time, I'll answer it. Now, remember, we're in a retrograde season. This is a very karmic cycle as well, so we are assessing things. We can be up in our heads. I do feel your energy really tired. Now, it might be that you've been taking a lot of action. It might be you've been meditating a lot. Now, your crowning energy of what you're coming in with this month is you're tired. You're like, can I just be lazy for a bit? I'm really tired. Where you have power to take action in direct steps, you need to take that. And if you're getting exhausted by everything you have to do, you need to start jotting it down so that you can manage your energy correctly, because I do feel you guys are really tired. Now, what you're moving towards, which can be your passions and your goals and your pursuits, it can also be vices that might be actually, ways in which you're dealing with things, or the conflict coming up in your mind. You feel like this. You feel like, wow, am I being foolish? But you are wanting a fresh start. So it might be you're throwing caution to the wind, but you may also be looking at how, maybe making certain decisions in particular ways has been misguided. So it might be you're reflecting on how you directly connect your passions, if they're relevant to who you are today, or if you've been throwing caution to the wind and you've been jumping in head over heels before you have actually seen the evidence that, this is a grounded situation. But it can be a fresh start. So you're wanting a fresh start. And although you might have been doing a lot of meditation, you're also looking at maybe some things that happened in the past and how you can relate to them in the here and now more appropriately. You do have a lot of hope in your heart about what you want to transpire, but you also might be cross about yourself, connected to a previous situation where you did have a lot of hope. This meditation is going to help you deal with that area for you to move forward. You are very intuitive, okay? So do trust that you have all the tools you need, all the intuition. There's the owl to the corner of the card. So if you're waking up at a particular time, it's there to guide you. It's so that all the interruptions of the day are out the way. Usually there are still some, but don't sidetrack yourself. If something pops into your head when you wake up and it's in your head, deal with it, then go to bed. In your money sector, okay, you might be really thinking about what you want to do in your career, what you want to do with your money. Might be that you're looking at maybe fixing a home or changing something, and you're also looking at money from a partnership point of view. So this can be with your bosses, where you want to put the effort in to get the money out, etc. You're having an assessment in this area. It may be you have an option where you have a job and there's money coming in, but you're not seeing the value in it. It might be you're working towards something and you're thinking, well, is this going to be balanced with the way I want to live? Is it going to be spiritual? You hold the key inside you. But again, you've got the intuition of this. So whatever's popped into your head, you need to follow that intuition, because it's going to guide you. You may have in the past felt that you can't, but on this month it's asking you to go to it because it will serve you correctly. You need to trust it, because your mind and your creativity is what is going to cause this abundance, not necessarily a 3D style job. It can be that you're looking at something in the spiritual realm to invest in, and you're almost looking at it and your ego is saying to you, yes, but we can't do that because it's not traditional. It's not the way money should be made, or there's no guarantee. But your intuition's telling you something, and it's what's going on. But we'll remember this card when I get to the spiritual space, okay? When we talk about the aspects of your spiritual space, because this is going to link and give you a clue. Now, your health. You might be getting rid of things. They might be impacting you. It may be that you need to sell something that was nearest and dearest to your heart that's going to cause a trigger. It may be that something that was connected to a person that is not with you anymore is coming up in the energy, and it's impacting your health this month. But whatever comes up in the area of health, I feel it's connected to an item. Not well, it is the person, but it might be seeing the item triggers the emotion this month. It might be while you're at work as well. Now, you're very critical of your health. You need to keep that balanced. Try and keep your energy, balanced. It can be that when you're getting triggered, you feel like all of a sudden eating or not eating or smoking. It's the vices of what's going on, and it can be the good things in life, okay? And you're having to wait. It's making you nervous, but you're passionate and you're also working to move forward. But you're doing the work in your health. You're looking at it. You're looking at where you have been, where you haven't been. Now, for you, you believe that work is where you gain money. And it causes stability. But now you're questioning that. So again, I am feeling that your previous positions or a current position is something you're deeply questioning. And you're saying, I don't think I could be in X, Y, and Z field because it doesn't spiritually ground me. And even in the money sphere, it's showing how, the spiritual realms are coming through with you. Something that you want to work on is going to be in this realm. So it could be psychic, it could be Reiki, it could be kinesiology or naturopathy. It's a different field of work, or it's that you need to be balanced in order to get the best out of your work in these areas, perhaps. Now, spiritually speaking, it can be the contract you're looking at. Again, the same situation. It's like you're looking at your health, how it's impacting it, your money, and your intuition's telling you to throw caution to the wind. It's just started pouring down. And you're looking at it going, well, I'm not happy with this contract. Do I want to invest in this contract? Or what did I invest in before and where am I going now? But the contract is with yourself and what your soul tells you, and you are ready to make that change. You're ready to deal with the aspects of your spiritual truths, your realities, and your assessments of what's coming through. Now, your chakra card is action. You're strong enough now to take the action, but remember, you're going to get tired this month, so gauge it. And, although you're ready to take that leap of faith, be cautious where you place your energy, but only do have the passionate energy for the things you love, but you may feel aggressive towards people that are suppressing you or oppressing you, and it can be your mindset is blocking you, because your blocks for the month are your belief systems, your spirituality. And it may be that you feel that because you can't go that way, and in the industry you're currently in, you feel you can't ultimately be your true self. So if there's something you can do to change that, then you can do that. If it's not, then I feel you'll be assessing it. Now, in your relationship area, you're dealing with energies, and again, when you're listening to readings on YouTube this month, be cautious, because when people that are psychic tune in, we generally tune into an energy that's coming through that you may be perhaps thinking on, pondering the energy, the collective energy. But also, if this is a block for you in the here and now 3D nature of a current relationship, it can be you're mentally going over old ground in your mind or at a communication level to be able to move forward. So with this card, it's talking about where something was taken from you. And this can be your power, your passion, the motivation, the discipline. But it might have been that even though it was taken, that, and it may still be here in a 3D nature, it's we give things, but we get things back. How do I put it? Again, I feel as though work has been pressure in some shape or form, and you're taking an emotional responsibility to connect to something, but it's impacting other areas of your life, but it goes way back. Now, look over the last 8 years of how that was relevant, where that was relevant, what was going on back then, and then see how the energy is changing. So you're worried that perhaps someone's going to take your job. You might be worried of past energies returning within relationships, but you're meditating upon that due to past energies of life, not necessarily it's happening in the current energy. Now, your partner or the person you're thinking of, they're going through a similar energy. They're thinking about in their life, which might be childhood related, of where things were taken from them, where they were left out in the cold. And I feel these are past energies we're coming into the month with. So if they're concerned, it's because of situations like this. Now, the energy between you, both of you are getting to a point where you're dealing with your demons. So you're moving beyond them and above to get to a place where you both spiritually need to be in a correct connection. The responsibility is coming back in this connection. And with the energies, by the end of the month, this is what it will be. This is where you will be. This is where your expectation will be. Now, you might also see blocks in the connection and delays and ways you need to deal with these things. But pride comes before a fall. So if you see something and you need to talk about it and you're able to, talk about it. Or if the person's not with you in the 3D, start thinking about those areas and do the emotional work in those areas. And that's going to help your energy free it and move forward. So the laws of attraction won't be that you're attracting the same. Now, what you're not seeing is this is going to be a journey. There may be somewhere you need to go. It can be at the drop of a hat. It can be that you leave your workplace and you go onto a spiritual journey where you do end up working in the realms of Reiki, kinesiology, health field maybe. But it's where you're going to be using your intuition, okay? And you're not going to see this coming. It feels like it's going to be, and it can be a chariot. It can be that you're moving towards love. It can be lovers moving towards you. But a lot of family-related dynamics are going to come up for you this month. And it can be that the finances you're looking at and you're going, weighing up pros and cons, a bit like a Libran. Okay, well, I love my family and I have obligations, but hey, spiritually, what do I want? Then you may be looking at demons of past over loved ones, which a lot of us are doing that at the moment, to help you move forward. Looking at your past and looking at where you could apply your energy, where you couldn't apply your energy, that's what's going to help you move forward. I'll pull 3 cards. Okay. So, the love's there and you want it to keep coming. It can be towards this person that you're thinking about, or it can be that them towards you. You don't want to get involved in all the rubbish of people's talk, although you do know connected to this, people do talk, but you're not fussed. And don't get tied up in it. And it could be after the separation this comes about. So it might have been that you're meditating on the actual separation if you had one, or the fact that you know where you want to be, you know who you want to be with. So there's 3 stories coming through here this month for you guys. It might be an energy of a person you left coming back from the past and the gossip connected to it. It could be a past tense betrayal. Now, this doesn't have to be that it was with this partner you were with. This could be an energy where people betrayed you and you guys have that mutual understanding, but the healing of that needs to happen so that this union can be grounded and be able to move forward. But you need to be gentle with yourself when you're assessing this energy. And don't worry about what people say, because if we do that, we give our power away, and that's not serving you any. ultimately speaking, there is going to be responsibility and an offer, and you're going to do it in a very genuine way, a correct way, balancing karma, in order to bring this full 360 around. Now, if you're wanting to make a booking, like I said, you can go to the link directly below. I will try and get the mid-months done. I am getting pretty organised. Otherwise, stay tuned for all the live sessions, and I hope you have a great month. Look after yourselves.